This semester, we're going to start off learning how to edit photos like this, where we can take it to be a black and white photo and then add in a pop of color or the natural color that you see here. First thing you're going to do is download your picture from Google Drive, whether it is a person, place, or a thing. And you're going to go up here to the word file, then open. Click on your image that you want to open. And this is the original picture. The first thing we're going to do is use our crop tool as we learned how to do last semester. And you're going to be making it into an 8.5 by 11 ratio. Make sure this is selected here. And then I am using an 11 by 8.5 instead of 8.5 by 11 because my picture goes horizontally. Unless I wanted to change it up, but I'm going to keep it in this orientation. And I think this crop is fine. So you press enter or the little check mark that appeared before. Now you're going to go up to the word image, image size, and you're going to repeat the same measurement that you used before. So if you used 8.5 first, then you're going to put it for the width. But I know that I put 11, so I'm going to put an 11 and resist the urge to try to fix the picture here, like leave the 8.5.002, like leave that alone. We'll fix that in canvas size and change the resolution to 300. The reason you don't want to change this is because then it might put the other number underneath the amount that we need. It can never go under, it can always go over. So it's okay if it goes over. Then click OK. Now I'm going to go up to image and then canvas size. And as I said, this is where we will fix the overage and delete the extra and make it exactly an 8.5 by 11. And then click proceed if that pops up. And now you should get out of your crop tool just in case you don't want to accidentally crop it again and then have to redo that step. And now what we're going to do is right click our layer and select duplicate layer. This one, I'm going to title it black and white, or B&W, so that I know that this is where my black and white edit is going to go. And then I'm going to go up here to the word image, adjustments, hue and saturation. And I'm going to take the saturation level and drag it all the way down so that it's -100. And then press OK. Now, this is already starting to be a decent black and white picture, but you want to enhance your picture by going to image, adjustments, and then selecting either levels, curves, exposure, brightness and contrast. I prefer levels, so I'm going to select levels, and I'm just going to darken up the blacks a little bit more, and you can do this however you like, whatever you think looks better, whatever adjustments you want to make. But I think that this looks cool. Bring the whites down a little bit more, and then press OK. So now I think it looks like a much better black and white image. And now what you're going to do is select down here on the bottom where the trash can is, down along the bottom, you should see different icons. You want to select the one that has like a square and a circle inside of it. This one right here, it says add layer mask. So I'm going to click into my layer mask, make sure it is selected along the outside of this little white square that's on this layer. You should see like a little dash around it. So if I selected this part, you see that that's where the selection is now. And now I'm going to click inside this white square right here. Then I'm going to use my paintbrush tool. And when I have my paintbrush tool, I need to make sure that it is a hard, round brush. And the size doesn't really make a difference here. You can adjust it as you need it. And I'm going to use the brackets next to the letter P as in pirate to adjust my size of my brush. Then down here along the bottom left is where you'll select your paint colors. You want to make sure that there's a white and a black option. We're going to be using this little tiny little like arrow here to toggle between the two so that I can switch the black to be on top and then the white to be on top. I'm going to start out with the white because white will reveal. So it's going to allow me to Oops, is that right? Nope, sorry. Yeah, the black will reveal it, so that I can get that pop of color back. And so if you go too crazy, like if you go too far over, so for example, I'm bringing back by accident the background here. It's okay. I can go back through and use the white. So I'm going to switch to the white so that the white is on top. And as you can see, I can bring back my black and white image. And I don't want to go too crazy. So I do suggest you zoom in and follow the outline of the person, the place, or the thing, whatever it is you're going to be doing, because you don't want it to look weird like this. So I am going to switch to the black again and then bring back more of her hair and use the edge of my brush against the edge of her head. And I'm going to go slow and controlled because I don't want it to bring back too much. And I'm going to make my brush smaller. And so I'm going to have to go fix up this part. I don't want that building. And for the sake of time on this video, I'm just going to flip over so you can see what it looks like once you've gone through and fixed it all. But again, you're just switching between your paintbrush, and then you do have 2 layers. So you are going to go up here to the word file, and then you're going to save as and save it on your computer as a Photoshop document. So make sure the format says Photoshop, and you can title it whichever one it is. So if you're doing the person, the place, or the thing. So I'm going to put person, black and white pop, so that I know it's the pop of color, and that I'm done with this, and then click save. Then I'm going to go to file, export, export as, and I'm going to make sure that the format here says JPG so that it's a JPEG, and click export. Make sure it is a JPEG because you will be turning in both. As always, we're turning in a PSD and a JPEG for everything that we do. So again, I would have to kind of go through and fix this one up a little bit more, but you can see that it's on its way to getting better. Anyways,